Most men completely misunderstand what a hug means to a woman. They think it's just a physical gesture, something polite, something casual, something you do without thinking. But for her, it's never just that. The moment you wrap your arms around her, she's not analyzing your technique, she's feeling your energy. She's asking herself, without even putting it into words, do I feel safe here? Do I feel respected? Do I feel seen? And the answer comes instantly. Not from anything you say, but from what she feels in your presence. Because a woman is deeply attuned to emotional signals. She notices the small things most men overlook, the tension in your body, the intention behind your touch. Whether you're actually present with her or just going through the motion while your mind is somewhere else. You can say all the right things before that moment. You can look confident, charming, put together. But if your energy feels off when you hug her, if there's hesitation, neediness, or even a subtle sense that you're trying to take something from her, it breaks the connection immediately. And the key here is, she might not call it out, she might still smile, she might still be polite, but something shifts, something closes, because when a hug feels empty or worse, mess, aligned, it creates distance instead of closeness. And this is where most men go wrong. They treat the hug like a formality, like a box to check, or they overthink it, trying to do it right, instead of actually being in the moment. But a woman doesn't respond to effort in that way. She responds to authenticity. If you're not fully there with her, she feels it. If you're distracted, she feels it. If you're unsure of yourself, she feels it. And if your intention isn't clean, if there's even a trace of trying to impress, to get validation, or to move things forward physically, she feels that too. This is why two men can do the exact same thing, hug her in the same way, and get completely different reactions. One makes her soften, relax, feel comfortable. The other makes her subtly pull away, even if she doesn't show it openly. The difference is not what they do, it's who they are in that moment. When a man is grounded, calm, and emotionally present, his hug feels different. There's no rush, no pressure, no hidden agenda. It's just a genuine expression of connection, and that's what allows a woman to open up, to trust, to feel at ease in his presence. But when that presence is missing, even the simplest gesture becomes uncomfortable. So the next time you hug a woman, understand this: it's not a small moment. It's a revealing one. It shows her more about you than your words ever could. And she will feel the truth of who you are in seconds. And then there's the mistake that quietly ruins everything the moment a man starts to take instead of give. It's subtle, but a woman feels it instantly. The hug begins, and instead of allowing the moment to unfold naturally, there's a rush. A tightness, a kind of urgency that doesn't belong there. It's like he's trying to get something out of those few seconds: validation, closeness, control, something. And the energy shifts immediately. Because a hug is not meant to be taken from, it's meant to be offered. The moment you approach it with the mindset of what can I get from this, even unconsciously, it creates pressure. And pressure is the fastest way to make a woman close off. You might think you're being confident by pulling her in quickly, holding a little too tightly, or trying to extend the moment just enough to make it mean something. But to her, it doesn't feel like confidence. It feels like something is being imposed on her space, and a woman's space is not something you enter forcefully. It's something she invites you into when she feels safe. This is where emotional intelligence becomes everything. Because what looks small on the outside is deeply significant on the inside. The difference between a man who rushes a hug and a man who allows it to happen naturally is the difference between tension and trust. When you rush, you're signaling impatience. When you grip too tightly, you're signaling control. When your touch carries hidden intention, trying to escalate, trying to create a moment that isn't organically there, you're signaling neediness. And none of those things create attraction. They create resistance. A woman might not step back physically in that moment, but internally she does. She becomes more aware, more guarded, more distant. The openness that could have been there disappears because instead of feeling like she can relax into the moment, She feels like she has to manage it. And that's the opposite of what you want. Because the most attractive thing you can give a woman is not intensity, it's ease. It's the feeling that she doesn't have to brace herself around you, that she doesn't have to anticipate what you're trying to do next. That she can simply exist in the moment without pressure. A man who understands this doesn't rush, he doesn't grab. He doesn't try to make the moment bigger than it is. He allows it to breathe. There's a calmness in the way he holds her. A sense that he's completely in control of himself, which makes her feel safe enough to let go of control too. And that's when something real happens. Because when a woman feels no pressure, no expectation, no hidden agenda, she naturally softens. She leans in not because she's being pulled, but because she wants to, and that shift, from resistance to willingness, is everything. It cannot be forced, it cannot be faked. It only happens when the energy you bring is clean. So if you notice yourself rushing, gripping, or trying to get something out of the moment, understand that you're already losing the connection. Because the power is not in taking more from her. It's in creating a space where she wants to give. And this is where everything comes together, because at the end of the day, it's not about learning some perfect way to hug a woman. It's not about technique, timing, or memorizing what to do with your hands. All of that is surface level. And surface level awareness will only ever get you surface level results. What actually matters is something much deeper. It's your presence, because a woman doesn't respond to a method. She responds to the man who is standing in front of her. She feels whether you're grounded in yourself or disconnected, whether you're calm and certain or mentally scattered and unsure. And presence is something you cannot fake. You can try to slow down your movements, you can try to appear confident, but if internally you're overthinking, seeking approval, or trying to create an outcome, it will leak through. It always does. A woman senses that contradiction immediately. This is why some men can do very little and still leave a strong impression. And others can do everything right, and it still feels off, because presence is not about doing more. It's about needing less. When a man is truly present, he's not in his head questioning himself. He's not wondering, is this good enough? Does she like me? What should I do next? He's simply there. Fully aware, fully engaged, but completely at ease, and that ease is what creates attraction. Think about it: when someone is tense, distracted, or trying too hard, you feel it instantly. It makes you uncomfortable without knowing exactly why. The same thing happens here. If your mind is racing, if your body is slightly stiff, if your attention is divided, she picks up on all of it in seconds. And instead of relaxing into the moment, she mirrors that tension. But when your presence is grounded, everything changes. There's a calmness in how you move, a natural rhythm. Nothing feels forced, nothing feels rushed. You're not trying to hold onto the moment, and you're not trying to escape it either. You're just in it, and that allows her to be in it too, because presence is contagious. When you're fully there, it gives her permission to let her guard down, to stop analyzing, to stop protecting, to simply feel, and that's where real connection happens, not in the perfection of the action, but in the authenticity of the moment. This is why trying to get it right often backfires. The more you focus on doing the right thing, the less present you become. You shift out of your body and into your head, and the moment loses its natural flow. But when you let go of that need, when you stop trying to control how it's perceived and just allow yourself to be there fully, everything becomes effortless. Your touch feels different. Your energy feels different. Even the silence between you feels different. Because now there's no performance. There's no hidden agenda. There's just a man who is comfortable in himself. And that is something a woman can feel immediately. And more importantly, it's something she trusts. So instead of focusing on what to do, start paying attention to who you are in that moment. Because that's what she's responding to, and that's what she'll remember long after the hug is over.